Hi, and welcome to LIPI Presents Real Ghost Hunting, The Reveal Show. We are here today to talk about our investigation at the Halsey house. If you guys have seen our other episodes so far, you can actually click the little link above me and we'll have it linked to the episode. So if you want to watch the episode first, before you watch the reveal, it's right there for you guys. Okay, so Tom, why don't you tell us about this location?
So, it's the Thomas Halsey Homestead.
Right.
We were introduced to the site by the Southampton Historic Museum. It's one of their properties. A little bit of history on the house, built in the 1640s. Still very much original architecture. They haven't really done much to the place over there. It's pretty original still. I mean, there's not even electricity in most of the house. They brought us in to check it out, see if anything was going on there, mainly because of the history.
Right.
They wanted to see if anything, was going on there. I don't think there were a whole lot of reported experiences prior, but I also don't think they spent a whole lot of time in that house just because there is no electricity, heat, air conditioning, etc. So, so they brought us in to come check it out, and we've had some things, especially that night. We had some stuff going on there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I know in general we investigate it. We've had some stuff, but we're gonna get into the meat of tonight. That investigation that we recorded, which we recorded on July 13th, 2019. It was myself, Mike, Shannon, and Michelle were there for that one. I don't believe you were actually on that investigation. But we were there for, that was a long night for us. We filmed for about an hour, but Ghost weather station was normal, no weird things going on with the weather or anything. We had our temperature gauges. As you guys know, if spirit is manifesting, it may either draw in heat energy to cause a cold spot or kind of like just cluster in heat energy to cause a hot spot. So all of our ranges on our temperatures were normal, nothing. We had a couple of ambient thermometers, a couple of surface temperature thermometers, nothing unusual, no hot and cold spots reported. We had an energy loss meter set upstairs. That was all normal throughout the night, 9 volts, nothing unusual. Then we had a couple of different radio frequency meters. We had Zap Checker and Electrosmog. Again, nothing there. Then we had a few EMF meters, K2, digital EMF, and the EMF self sensor. Again, totally quiet, nothing happened with that, so no paranormal activity there. We had a bunch of motion sensors set up, we had static pods set up, we set up a Class 2M laser. Obviously all of this is with our DVR system, so if anything were to happen and we weren't in the room, the cameras would then capture that, and nothing happened throughout the night. No unusual walkie-talkie interference. Audio, we had a couple of EVPs. A majority of them are Class Ds. They're just sized. They're really low to hear, and we're not going to play those for you because we figure if we play them, you're just not really going to be able to hear them. So there's really no point. But we do have a Class B2 EVP. I'm going to play it for you guys, and then we'll kind of just discuss what we think it's saying.
Am I putting you on the field report?
Yes, me and Dimitrios.
Okay, so as you guys can hear, the EVP is Class B2. It's really low, which is why it's a 2, but it's not really a question of what it's saying. We think it's either saying high or it's just a whisper. I tend to lean on the high side, so it's really low. It's just a quick hi, just like that. Sounds like there may even be a little bit of conversation underneath, but I don't know if you guys will be able to hear that in the episode. But yeah, so we caught this at HQ. This was right in the beginning when we were setting up to film the episode, so we hadn't even really officially started to film yet. We had just finished an event earlier that night, and then after the event, myself and Mike went to meet up with Shannon and Michelle, set up our equipment, get ready to do the investigation for the episode, and yeah, just as we're finishing setting up, we catch the first EVP. So
makes sense. We just got there, whatever it was, could have been welcoming us for the evening. So.
And all the EVPs that were caught, those Class Ds that were captured, were prior to us even getting there to film those size and stuff like that. So those weren't even during the filming of the episode. Yeah, then we had the Ovilus out. We thought it was really weird that at one point the Ovilus spouted out the word mammy. It just was like, mammy, like that. But we don't really, we don't know if it's relevant. We just kind of noted it for now. We'll probably do, yeah. We noted it. But we don't really know if we're considering it possible paranormal. We're waiting until we see whether or not we gather more substantial evidence through the Ovilus to see if that is going to qualify. Let me take a look. I think we have it.
And what I thought was interesting about it too is for the most part with the Ovilus, it always sounds the same. Like it has that monotone speak and spell voice.
Yes,
every once
it
in a while
definitely does.
it spits out a word. And that was one
or
of the ones
or it has the dread tone. It always has that dread tone, like ew.
Yeah,
Or
but this
something
wasn't
like
even
that,
that.
yeah.
This almost was like it had like an accent. Like it almost sounded like a southern accent, saying meme. Like it was,
Yeah, no, it was definitely weird.
I do have it, so I will play it for you guys, and you guys can hear the
And this
Ovilus.
is through the Ovilus.
This is through the Ovilus, yes. Well, the room before our DVR.
You heard a scream?
Yeah.
Come back that way, or...
Yeah, right over there. Sound like a female.
Hold on.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's just mammy. And we all lose it. We're like, what the heck was that? This is so weird. I remember us having to like go and check what the hell it said because we were like, what was that?
Yeah, that's weird.
And as you could hear, we had we were talking about just the personal experiences that some of us were hearing, like the screams of a female. We didn't pick any of that up on our audio throughout the night. We just audibly heard it, but it's just a personal experience, unfortunately. What were you gonna say, Mike?
No, I was saying that it's weird because we use the Ovilus quite often on just all different types of investigations, and that's never come out before. But it's come out twice at this location.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just weird, weird. So
Yeah, so I think we're leaning towards that. Could possibly be something paranormal just because of further investigations that we've had there. Then we had our camera set up, our digital camera, full spectrum cameras. We had a thermal camera. None of them caught anything paranormal. Our DVR system was quiet throughout the night. Nothing paranormal there. Personal experiences. I mean, we had like what we thought was some screaming and stuff at some times. But overall, we felt like it was quiet. So it wasn't a hopping night. This was back in July. So I don't know if maybe the time frame plays a part. We'll see. But for the most part, it was relatively quiet. A couple of personal experiences. That was really it. Yeah. I mean, we took a lot of hours of audio, video. We were there for, like I said, almost 5 hours. Or 5 hours and 6 minutes in total that night. So we did a lot of work in there, but it was relatively quiet throughout the night. So
I'm saying it's because I wasn't there.
right. Is it because of you?
Yeah, if I was there, we would have had some more activity because I've never been there and not had something happen. So.
I mean, we had like little things, but it wasn't anything major.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything major. So, overall, I mean, if I were to base it on this night alone, I wouldn't really think it was paranormal. But we've had other experiences in the past. So it would definitely be a continue to search. But Mike, I mean, we've done this place a number of times now. I think we're almost into the double digits in investigations here, so if not, we're close. What do you think overall on the location?
all right. I mean, we've been there. I want to say maybe 6-7 times.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
About that now, yeah.
We started going there in April or May, and we ended there in it was October was our last time there.
Yeah.
So, giving the amount of times we've been there, and we've gotten tons of personal experiences. I mean, even just us three alone, we went into that house, and we didn't go on the second floor. We felt whatever was up there, our instinct told us, do not go up there. And we didn't. Only to get the equipment at the end of the night. We were like little school children going up there, carrying all the equipment down because we only wanted to do one trip.
Try not to fall down those very steep steps.
And we don't get like that on
Very
investigations. It's super
Very
rare,
rare,
In the amount of times we've been there, we've caught close to 100 EVPs.
Yeah.
In a matter of time between, call it April to, I think the last time we were there was October. November.
January 11th was our first investigation there. Our last investigation there was October 7th. We've been there 7 times.
7 times.
Yeah.
And we've caught over almost, if not over 100 EVPs.
Yeah.
With
It's
the personal
insane.
experiences. We haven't caught anything on photography yet. We haven't caught anything on video yet. But there is something super strong there. And it's more than one thing. Based on the 7 times we've been there, I would definitely, I feel comfortable enough with our evidence and experiences to say, place is probably haunted. I mean, the fact that we get Mammy, something that's from the era, and the only time it's ever come out was at Halsey, and it happened twice there.
Right.
The obelisk, Tom, when it's in your name, and it might not be you because it's Thomas Halsey Homestead.
Right.
That, and I think that was twice there as well. So it's just interesting. It's very interesting in what we're capturing there. It's definitely intelligent. I wouldn't say it's residual.
No.
I think whatever is there, the multiple things that are very well aware of us when we walk in there.
Yeah.
And I think that place definitely has a different feel to it from the daytime and the nighttime.
Right.
You walk in there during the day, it's an opening home.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You walk in there at
We were
night
just there.
and you feel like you just walked into somebody's house.
Yeah.
That's people that are
If
there.
they're not happy you came in.
No. So, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable saying Halsey House, haunted.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, if this investigation that we recorded for you guys, it was definitely a rare occurrence at that location to not have a ton of stuff happen. I mean, I know the first time I left you there by yourself, and I ran to pick you up so we could investigate it for the first time.
That was that night.
And
that was that night.
he called me up. I remember you called like, you got to get over here, like.
You had just left the house, and I was sitting there, and it sounded like someone walking quickly from the back of the house to the front of the house. And just as it looked like I really thought you came back to, try and scare me. That's what it sounded like.
That's not impossible either, though.
It
So that's
sounded
fair.
like walking through the house. I expected to come around the corner, and then it just stopped. And then I heard it upstairs, the same thing. That was pretty crazy. I mean, I haven't been there and not had some sort of an experience.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff is also, we caught on audio in the past, was stuff you hear, bang sounds.
Yep.
I think there was sound like somebody dropped a table on the floor at one of the investigations. Like we've
Shadow
had
people
stuff,
kind of darting in and out of the doorway and stuff over there.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm comfortable saying that. We have enough evidence to show for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, it's all the
Yep.
for you.
So. All right, guys, what did you think about this episode? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you haven't yet, you can give this video a like, share, and subscribe. You can also click the little notification bell to know all of our content is being uploaded to YouTube. So thank you guys for joining us on this latest edition of Ghost News Network and the Real Ghost Hunting Reveal Show. And until next time, take care, guys.